What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with a Patreon request. This time we're about to take a look at this song by the band called Nothing More. I think that's the name of the band. It's called This Is the Time. Okay, and this is a live performance, which I always love to listen to. Live performance because I feel like we get a lot more emotion and everything conveyed as opposed to just listening to like a studio version, if what have you. So let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up, get this started.
Did we become these sinking stones? When did we build this broken home? Holding each other like ransom notes, dropping our hearts to grip our brothers' throats. I'm on the bottom of the ocean floor. Drowning just to keep the score, burning the world outside ourselves, surrounded by mirrors in a sinking shell.
Okay, hold on before he's jumping straight into that. So very interesting intro, right? Kind of gave us like the prelude to what was about to throw down. Wasn't exactly expecting this type of throwdown. That effect that he had over his voice was very interesting. Kind of gave me like a sense of either you talking to somebody from a distant failing radio, where that radio be a great distance, like on land or in space, right? Because you kind of get some type of alien kind of vibe to it out of space. Another interesting thing I saw he did was what they call, I think they call it the goat vibrato, right? Post Malone uses it a lot in his songs. I don't know if he physically manipulates it like this guy's doing here, or if he just has like, or if he has like mastery command over it, but you can see him using his throat to kind of get that some people can do it on command. I think it's a hard thing to do and make it sound good, right? Instead of, actually sound good, instead of sound like an actual sheep, or a goat, a goat. But it sounded very interesting. Also, of course, obviously we have some manipulation and effects going on here. Very interesting way how they muted out his voice, right? Because that kind of gave way, it created the dynamic for everything to just come down. When the guitar came in, it hit that much harder by muting his voice, but we can still see the intensity when him yelling into it, but the audio is lost, so it leaves us wanting for more. And when the guitar comes in, that's that more that we want. And now it looks like we got some full blown on vocals and everything. I was hoping we got to hear at least a little bit of his tone, and that the whole entire song wasn't just going to be hidden behind that special effect. So I'm glad we're getting some more of his tone here. So, okay. Two singers. Okay, hold on before we start in. I'm loving this. I'm imagining this guy's lead singer. We have a backup singer right over here who's also playing the. I'm guessing that's the lead guitar, but this one might actually be the one. Although he's kind of giving me the idea of maybe he's carrying the bass. the bass rhythm section, and this guy over here is the lead guitar. So his ability to switch between kind of like the really deep voice that and then go right back into the high registers, I think is very difficult, especially when you try to do that, but you also want to remain on key, you know, because there's such dynamic shifts, but he's just doing it on a command. I seen his little touch and everything with the, you know, when he trying to hit that goat kind of vibrato. I believe that's what it's called. I could be sounding like a complete idiot, but I'm pretty sure it's called the goat vibrato. I see him touch on it every now and then and kind of give it that very that dynamic. And that's what I'm starting to learn from his singing styles, that it's dynamic. It's kind of going everywhere. You never know what you're going to get. I love those type of performers. I love it even more when they can do this type of stuff live. Now, speaking of live, the amount of live effects that they're applying to this is all on the fly, right? I'm not sure who's doing it, because this guy over here is on the, you know, the drums. He has the keyboard. I don't know if this is like pre-organized depending on the time of the song. Is there effect right there? Because I see he has a system right here, but the application of these live effects is very interesting. These effects are very interesting considering that it's being done live, going from the muting of his microphone to the reverb that's put in there to the volume. And you know, when you're dealing with these type of effects, maintaining the volume on all of that's very crucial. So it's almost like I don't know what genre to call this. It sounds like it may be alternative rock with some, definitely has some electronica moods in it, or these effects and stuff. I'm not really too sure. I want to say alternative. That's what it's sounding like, but we'll keep on going. I just wanted to point those out, those points out. My goodness. Okay, that's one hell of a performance. The lead singer or at least the other singer that's sitting right over here chilling playing the guitar, he kind of reminded me of like the perfect wingman, right? You sitting here falling in love with this guy, vocals and everything, like, man, everything's sounding so good. Then this guy over here comes out of nowhere with his vocals. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. You are singing as well. You're also adding into this magic. That's what we're hearing. During that little breakdown and everything, that was very interesting. That breakdown kind of gave me some vibes that I would normally hear in Tool, right? And the reason why is because I love it when there's breakdowns, but then there's like concepts and stuff to it. I wanted to take a look at some more when it comes to this band, Nothing More, because this is my first time hearing. Okay, here we go. Just give me a little bit more. Oh, okay. Alternative metal. Okay. So I was on the right track because I knew it was alternative something only because of their use and special effects in there. So they kind of, they kind of go away from what the genre is, which sound like metal because we had some screams, we had some grunts in there. It's just that those special effects in there is what gave me that alternative. So good to know that I wasn't too far off the mark. Also his use of his acoustic guitar, which is what we saw him using right here. I believe they used some special effects as well to kind of change the tone of that. There was times in there where it didn't sound like an acoustic, it almost sounded like an electric, but there also is an electric guitar up there as well. So it's probably going to take me a couple of more listens to figure out what was going on with that acoustic. But okay, I just wanted to get a little bit more information about the band and the lead singer's name. What it looks like. Let's see. Songwriters, Johnny. Let's see. We got Scott Stevens, Paco Estrada, and Will Hoffman. That's who was written by the band. And that's three. There's three of them, right? Well, there's four here. So I'm too sure which one's the lead singer. But either way, this was a pretty interesting song. It seemed like it had some concepts and everything. I wasn't too busy focusing on the lyrics like I usually am. I was more about the music, but I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know down in the comments. Either or, it was a great performance and it was live. Like I said, maintaining all those special effects and making sure your vocals there. I think that's really, really difficult, but they look like they've done it pretty easily. It was very, very enjoyable. So you guys let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.